Hey, Brad,
What's up,
Shaun.
brother?
What's up, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Getting excited. August 21st at the Mann Center in Philadelphia. Have you guys? I'm not sure how good your memories are. Have you ever played that venue?
I don't
You know
think
what?
I have.
I don't think we have either.
No.
I mean, venues. I don't think we have. I don't think.
Great venue, great outdoor venue, mostly wood, so the acoustics are amazing there.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Awesome.
those concrete stages are bad for the joints and terrible for sound. So wood stages are definitely better, man.
That's the
Nice,
truth.
nice. Brad, I'm going to turn this to you. 21 years of the better life. Can you believe it's been that long?
Absolutely not, man. I'm very thankful for every one of those years, but it's hard to believe that it has been that many of them that's passed.
I'm going to age both of us. The night before you filmed the Kryptonite video, you did a show in Atlantic City on this little tiny stage at a Hard Rock Cafe that I introduced you guys. And I just remember you guys, you couldn't move. And I remember your manager at the time, Finn, was giving you pointers on what not to do when you make a video with logos on your shirt and all this different stuff. And then the rest of the year, you just blew up.
I remember that show. Man, it was like I remember that show and playing on that little bitty stage. There's like a stained glass behind that stage, isn't it?
Yeah. Hard Rock Cafe, it was there.
Yeah, I remember that show, man, and I remember it kind of thinking of how awkward I thought it was going to be, but how strangely enjoyable it was. With like, because it's like, because people like sitting there eating, but like a couple of songs in, they kind of stopped eating, kind of like started watching, and by the end of the show, man, we had a great time. I remember going back to Atlantic City several years later and eating at that Hard Rock, and my wife was with me. I said, "You see that little stage right there? The last time I was in this Hard Rock, I was playing on that stage."
Yeah, man, that was a fun time. I just remember it was kind of like dinner theater with three doors down.
It was, man. It really was.
That's awesome, man. So yeah, celebrating 20 years of the better life. I believe you're gonna play it in its entirety. What's it like going back and revisiting some of the songs you haven't played in a long time?
It's cool, man. We filmed 3 virtual shows last year, and one of the shows was that record in its entirety, and going back through it and kind of relearning some of those songs was a little bit weird, and not, they're easier songs kind of to play, honestly, but still going back and revisiting a few of them. There was 1 or 2 of them, and I know lyrics to like a lot of songs. I just know a lot of songs. I've always loved singing other people's songs and knowing the words to them. But I say that to say, I went back and listened to a couple of those songs, and even as they were playing, I was like, I do not remember this song at all. I don't remember this song. I was like, dang.
That's awesome, man. Well, and you picked a great band to bring on road with you, Seether.
Absolutely.
Shaun, we talked a few months ago, and well, you just keep churning out radio hit after radio hit. Of course, Dangerous Hits #1, Bruised and Bloody doing well as well. What do you think the connection between you and your fans, that you just continue to just have this success on radio and just in general with live shows and everything?
I mean, the one thing I've always done is just stay true to what I want to do musically, man. And I've never really tried to fit into a trend or we've weathered so many different genres that, like, like back in the early 2000s, it was pop punk, and then there was the emo bands and the screamo bands. And we kind of always just like the black sheep in the herd, and just kind of sort of doing our thing and chugging along. And I think that's just really what's kept us going, man. And thankfully, whenever we put out new stuff, people care, because there's going to come a point when that could potentially change, and I hope it's not anytime soon. But I find that if the more honest I am lyrically as well, and just the less I overthink the musical side of it and just write stuff that's fun to play, I think that's really what it boils down to, man. And yeah, it's crazy to be here after all these years and still putting out music, because it's just been a crazy time. It's been a weird, sort of very strange, obviously everybody knows, past year and a half. So I think for us, it's exciting to play the newer stuff, especially because that was the most recent stuff we recorded. And so I'm excited to play those live. And like Brad says, it's easier to play the older songs because they are a little bit simpler. So I'm like, oh, dude, when I was writing this, I never had to play it in a band. I was writing these songs and I was like, oh, I can sing anything I want over it. So now I have to teach myself how to sing and play these songs. So it's kind of a cool challenge, but I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be real fun, especially with these boys. We've known them for a long time. We've known them since 2003 when they took us out on our first big national tour. So, yeah, it's just going to be, it's kind of going to almost feel like it's 20 years ago in a sense, man. It's going to be like,
it is,
you know, us playing before them again. And it's kind of, it's just, there's a lot of really cool sort of full circle type things here that I'm really excited about, man.
Except it's probably a few more aches and pains now as we're all older.
Oh, there's a lot more. There's a lot more, man. It's like, I got to, you know, so you got to see chiropractors and podiatrists, and you got to get inserts and all this. Yeah, it's just growing old is no fun. But you know, I find it's easier when you sort of look after yourself a bit better than we used to when we were kids. Because I know both Brad and I were savages at one point. And you know, you slow down as an older guy, and you sort of look after yourself, which is funny because you wish somebody had told you that 20 years ago, because you go, oh yeah, hey, this will hold you, this will be, you know, hold you in good stead for the future. But now that I've got my kid's about to turn 4, so I try to be as healthy as I possibly can, because I want to be around for a lot of her life too, at least 20 more years of that, you know.
Nice. I've heard some Shaun Morgan stories from the guys in Godsmack, so I know you were a savage back in the day. So the last time I chatted with you, Shaun, same setting, same dark kind of setting and mood and everything. You're gonna have to go outside and tour. Both of you guys, what's it gonna be like getting back on stage for the first time in a year and a half in front of a large crowd?
I can't freaking wait. But I need to go jogging a few times first to get my cardio up, man. I ran up to my house yesterday from my barn, and I got to my garage, and I was like, oh my God, I got to go play a show in a month.
Yeah. That's another consideration. Like we were talking about it earlier, about how we were ready to go a year ago-ish, and your mindset's all in and you're all good to go, and then it all gets yanked, right, and postponed. But now it's getting back, and it looks like it's really going to happen. So now we can do all those things again and sort of mentally get ready and physically get ready for this kind of thing, because it doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, when you're 20 years old, 21, 22, you can do 20 shows in a row and you don't even feel it. You can drink a bottle of vodka and you don't even feel it. You know, all of these things. But now that we're older gentlemen, we need to sort of pace ourselves.
Absolutely.
I've noticed over the last few years going to 3-day festivals, like, how did I do this back in the day? I was thinking about my Ozfest days and just one day, and now I'm like, these 3 days, like, I need like a week to recover.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah. I don't know if I could ever do, like, I don't know if I could do the camping for 3 days thing anymore, man. You know, like when I was a kid, that was easy. It was no brainer. You're freezing cold outside. Don't worry, I got some whiskey to warm me up. But nowadays, I'd be like, well, I need some AC, and it's time to reach your comforts, man.
I'm right there with you. August 21st, The Man in Philadelphia. Tickets are on sale now. We were promoting it. Both you guys, Three Doors Down. You did a show for us a few years ago with Pop Evil and Red Sun Rising. Seether, you did our first birthday bash. I guess 9 years ago, because we're 10 years old this year with WMGM in Atlantic City. So we thank both of you and your bands for being a part of WMGM over the years, and we can't wait till August and the tour to kick off and see you guys on the road.
Thanks, man.
Man, thank you for being a part of us. And, I mean, we can't wait to see you. It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. By the way, I'll wrap it up with this, Brad. You got Bradley down there. You got to come up with a better name, man. Spanky McGee. It's a winner every time I say it.
I didn't know that I even had a name down there. Next time I talk to you, I have something good down there.
Nice. Brad, Shaun, thank you so much. You take care and continue success.
Thanks, Shaun.
Thank you, brother.
Good day, brother. Appreciate it, man.